Carter, at this stage of your recovery from surgery, what is it that you're able to do? What have you been cleared to do now?
So I finished my whole throwing program, and I'm cleared to have a pretty normal off season. There's still like a couple things that we're still kind of working out, like a throwing program going into next year and stuff like that. But for the most part, I mean, I'm pretty much a full go, full ready, getting ready for 2022.
Nathan Ruiz.
Carter, just how excited are you for 2022 and to be able to get out there and actually pitch in games?
Oh man, this is like the first time I've really, I haven't been playing baseball in, the past like couple of years with COVID, and then this year, and it's kind of built up, and I'm super excited, but I definitely do need to stay patient and just go day by day with it.
Dan Connolly.
To follow up on that, Carter, how is this for you mentally? Having to take this break so early, getting ready to pitch, and having to go through this. How difficult was that from a mental standpoint?
I'd like to think that I'm a pretty mentally tough person. It has been a little tough at times. The TJ rehab process is tough for anybody, and it's something you definitely can't prepare for. Like I said, the biggest part about it is just being patient. And that's what I've tried to do. But I think it's been a good thing for me, and I've learned a ton through the whole process.
Joe Trezza.
Carter, when you say that you finished your throwing program, what exactly did that entail? Did you throw off a mound yet? And have you thrown to hitters yet?
I have not thrown to a hitter yet. I completed my whole mound progression though, up until like my last mound would have been pretty much just a normal bullpen. And that's pretty much what I worked up to. And right now, just the goal is just having a normal throwing program until spring training 2022.
Steve Molesky, go ahead.
Without facing hitters, maybe it's a little early to ask you this, but what do you think will give you the sense over the next few months and into next year, how your stuff has come back, how your velocity has come back? Do you have a sense of it yet?
Yeah, I do. I mean, with how the throwing program went, we took pretty much like 2 weeks on each pitch. So it was like, I take 2 weeks to throw my changeup, 2 weeks to throw my curveball, and 2 weeks, or pretty much like 4 or 5 months to throw my fastball. So I think with stuff, I don't have a problem there. I know where I need to be, and I'll have plenty of time in a throwing program before spring training in 2022 to get my stuff down. So there's not a worry there.
John Mioli.
Carter, you spent a lot of time down there rehabbing, honestly. So did Heston Kjerstad. What did you learn about him and what being around for what he went through? What does that say that he got through it and he's at the point that he's at right now?
I think the best thing about Heston and being around him is that he's got such a positive attitude all the time. For someone going through a kind of a struggle like him, and maintaining such a good attitude around the whole thing, it's pretty cool to see, and it definitely sheds on everybody else. He's a really positive dude, full of energy, full of laughter, and it's a really good thing to be around.
Rich Dubroff.
Well, for different reasons, both you and he haven't played in 2 years. Have you talked to him about that, about how difficult it is not to play for a couple of years?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. I think it's something that, once we get back into playing, we'll just pick up right where we left off. And, the biggest thing, like I said, just got to be patient. You really want to get back out there, but, with circumstances, you can't really control it. You just got to do what you can do and control the controllables.
Steve with a follow-up.
Sometimes players going through rehab can gravitate to other players going through rehab, although it may not be the exact same thing. Did some of that happen with you where you became better friends and maybe helped each other and pushed each other?
Yeah, I think the coolest part about being down here is that, everybody's kind of looking for somebody to hang out with and, to kind of get away from thinking about, the struggles of rehab. And I think that's the best part about the Orioles is that, there's no sour apples here. Everybody's super positive, and it's been really, really, really fun. I was actually one of the first people to tell Kyle Korek. He was like, how are things going? And I'm like, you know what? It's going really fast. And he was like, you know what? You might be the first TJ rehab to ever say that. And so I think that's just attributing to, just the Orioles